build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too.
We made it to Alyson Farm Stay, where we're going to go interview Alex Reynolds.
Gonna build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too.
My name is Alex Reynolds and I'm the owner of Alyson Farm Stay, which is on the railway line. We already tell people when they come with their families, bring your bikes, because it's quite a nice place to ride around. If I could say, you can ride to Baringbah or to Byron Bay on flat ground, that would be a very, very attractive proposition. I think it will increase tourism and therefore create jobs in the tourist and service industries, because there is a lack of job opportunities in Wollongbar at least. A lot of people commute to the Gold Coast, and because this is a lifestyle area.
Gonna build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too. Gonna build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too.
Here we are, Lismore, where we'll be talking to long-time local and biking enthusiast Tony from Harris Cycles.
The idea of a rail trail is absolutely a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. The area we've got on the north coast here is just perfect for it, and the state of the railway line and the placement of it, the design of it, means it can't really be used as a railway line. So let's use it for something that will that bring money into the community. It goes through such a diverse parts of the north coast, starting in Casino in that open farmland with some beautiful forest scenery out there. There's 9 tunnels and 162 beautiful old bridges on the trip. So the whole thing is just sensational. Lismore has very high unemployment. We don't have, big employers here. One employer that employs massive numbers of people. So Lismore relies really on small business, and small business will be the winner with this sort of thing. Getting the tourist dollars out of Byron Bay and spread them around a bit to places like Wollongbar and Lismore and Casino can only provide extra employment. Groups of riders you would expect coming out from the Lismore and Mullumbimby, Byron Bay, Wollongbar, out to little coffee shops at Stoker's Siding and Newball and Becks Hill and places like that. It brings people to town. People come to town, they spend money. That's the bottom line.
Imagine the many possibilities. If this railway line from Wollongbar to Casino was transformed into a rail trail, what would that mean for you? Here we are at Eltham, one of the many small towns scattered along the North Coast rail line. Eltham has a really strong sense of community, and it has creeks that wind along next to the rail line that are full of platypus and kingfishers.
The Eltham Community Foundation is a group of local people who got together back in 2005 after there was a call out that the State Rail were actually going to doze the cottage, the old railway cottage, which is basically the heart of the village. And the foundation, basically the members of that got together after we stopped the bulldozers, and since then we've been working at raising funds to try and secure the cottage and get a long-term lease on it and actually do it up so that it can be used as a museum, meeting place for the local community, and just basically save a historical building.
We get lots of cycle clubs and stuff like that come to the shop and to the pub, and they're always telling me about the rail trails and stuff all around the place, like in New Zealand, and I'm going, oh yeah, that would be cool, and why don't you do it here, and all that sort of stuff. So I just think it's a great thing for the area.
I think the rail trail would be used by both tourists and locals. I think the tourists that come through here come from Lismore, Ballina, Byron, from all over the place, and I think if the rail trail was actually opened up through to Byron, you'd get a lot of tourists that would actually come through from that way, and as far as the locals go, you'd get locals wanting to take a little day trip down to Nashua or Booyong or back up to Becks Hill, because there's so many wonderful little spots along the rail that people would really love to visit and get to experience.
It will be fabulous for my business because more people will come to get to see my shop. We have lots of local stuff in our shop that people don't get to see, so that would be really fantastic.
I think most community village or country villages now are really doing it hard, and I think the more opportunity there is to bring people into villages like Eltham, the better. It would generate more trade for the local businesses and would be an opportunity for new businesses to open up.
Build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too. Gonna build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too.
Nothing but weeds these days at Murwillumbah Station, the end of the line, the end of an era for this 108-year-old rail system, which spans 132 kilometres through World Heritage Country. With the Gold Coast Airport only 30 minutes up the road, you'd think this could be the beginning of a 21st century attraction, not the end. Let's go speak to Bruce Pixie, a Murwillumbah local, and hear what he has to say.
Build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too. Gonna build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too. If you like, I'll ride along with you.
What does the railway line mean to me? Look, I think you've got to say that there's history there. You know, there's over 100 years of history on this railway line. Let's face it, the railway line ended up opening the West, if you think about it. So if we can use that same principle in the 21st century, perhaps we can open the West, or the North as it happens to be, all over again. Would I use the rail trail? I'd love to use the rail trail. You know, there's so many opportunities, there's so many beautiful views that we can see. I'm actually a photographer these days as well. And, you know, some of the local shots of the local Mount Warning, Wollumban, some of the beautiful river crossings, it's a delightful area. You know, it always amuses me when I see the local cyclists, and there's some fabulous clubs in the local region. It always amuses me when I see these cyclists on the main road dodging and playing death with or Russian roulette with the cars. You know, something like this would be a fantastic opportunity. I can't see how if somebody's walking or running or cycling along a main road sucking up all of those exhaust fumes, I mean, to me that's sort of counterproductive, isn't it? You know what, let's just get it on the ground, because, you know, it's that old movie, what was that called? Make It and They Will Come. I think Kevin Costner actually was in that one where they made the baseball diamond. There wasn't baseball there before he put the diamond, then they put the diamond, people came and played. You know, if you make a play area, people are going to come and play, aren't they?
Build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too. Gonna build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too. Gonna build a pathway, gonna ride my bike along it too. If you like, I'll ride along with you.